Why is willpower so unreliable? You feel that surge of motivation. You start a new project, a new diet, a new workout routine, and you feel unstoppable. You tell yourself, this time is different, and for a little while, it is. You're crushing it. And then, one day, you wake up, and it's just gone. The motivation has vanished. You start to slip. You miss a day, then another. Soon, you're right back where you started, feeling like a failure, wondering what's wrong with you. You tell yourself you're lazy. You lack discipline. You just don't have enough willpower. But what if I told you that's not true? What if willpower has almost nothing to do with it? The reason you keep failing isn't because you are weak. It's because you've been playing the game with the wrong rulebook. Your brain doesn't work the way you think it does, and understanding this one simple, counterintuitive truth will change everything for you. It's not about forcing yourself, it's about working with your brain's natural operating system. So, if it's not willpower, what is it? The secret lies in a system that's been running in your head your entire life. A system that cares about only two things: cost and reward. Your brain is not a magical intention machine. It's a biological calculator. It doesn't run on your hopes, your dreams, or your New Year's resolutions. It runs on a cold, hard calculation of perceived cost versus perceived reward. Every single action you consider, from getting out of bed to tackling a huge project at work, goes through this internal filter. Your brain is constantly asking, how much effort will this take, and what do I get for it? If the reward feels big and the effort feels small, you feel a rush of motivation. That's your brain giving you the green light, flooding you with dopamine, the molecule of motivation, saying, go get it. But if the effort feels massive and the reward seems tiny, abstract, or far off in the future, your brain slams on the brakes. You feel resistance, procrastination, that heavy feeling of I just can't. It's not a moral failing. It's a biological calculation. You've been trying to win a battle of willpower against a system that operates on a completely different logic. That's like trying to pay for your groceries with good intentions. It just doesn't work. The cashier doesn't care how much you want the food. They need the currency. And for your brain, the currency is dopamine. The feeling of motivation is just your brain's prediction of a worthwhile reward. So, where does it all go wrong? The problem lies in how we manage our dopamine, our brain's reward currency. We live in a world of constant, high dopamine stimulation, social media feeds, video games, sugary snacks, endless entertainment on demand. These things provide a massive, instant reward for very little effort. Your brain loves it. It gets a huge dopamine spike. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Your brain is designed to maintain balance, a state called homeostasis. When you get a huge, artificial spike in dopamine, your brain panics. It thinks, this isn't normal. I need to bring things back down. So, it downregulates your dopamine receptors. It essentially lowers your baseline level of dopamine to compensate for the huge spikes. Think of your dopamine baseline as the sea level. High dopamine activities are like massive tsunamis. After the wave hits, the water level recedes, and the tide goes way out. That's your new baseline. Now, normal, healthy activities that used to feel good, like reading a book, going for a walk, or doing focus work, are left high and dry. The reward they offer is now below your new, lowered sea level. The task itself didn't change. The effort required is the same, but your brain's reference point has shifted. That project at work that felt exciting yesterday now feels like climbing Mount Everest. The workout you were pumped for now feels like a punishment. The reward feels distant and weak, while the perceived cost, the effort, feels immense. This is the crash. This is why motivation disappears. It's not that you're weak. It's that your brain's reward circuit has been hijacked and then crashed. You're left in a dopamine deficit, where everything feels like a chore. And what happens when you're in this state? When the cost feels high and the reward feels low? You start searching for another quick hit, another easy dopamine spike to make you feel good again. You scroll through your phone, you grab a snack, you click on another video. These are low-cost, high-reward activities that give you a temporary lift. But each time you do this, you dig the hole deeper. You reinforce the cycle, further lowering your baseline and making meaningful, long-term goals feel even more impossible. We mistakenly believe that a low dopamine state is about a lack of desire. It's not. You still want to be fit. You still want to finish your project. You still want to build that business. A low dopamine state doesn't remove the desire. It dramatically increases the perceived cost of effort. It makes the starting line feel like a finish line. That's why easy distractions always win in a head-to-head battle with hard goals. It's a rigged fight from the start. We try to solve this with willpower. We try to force ourselves. We grit our teeth and tell ourselves to just do it. But willpower is a finite resource, like a muscle that gets tired. And when you're relying on it to constantly override your brain's fundamental cost-reward system, you're going to lose. It's exhausting. Every single task becomes a negotiation. Should I work out now or later? I don't really feel like it. Maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. This negotiation process itself drains your mental energy. You're spending all your effort just deciding to start, leaving you with nothing left for the actual task. You are fighting biology, and biology always wins in the long run. Trying to use willpower to overcome a dopamine deficit is like trying to yell at a car to start when the gas tank is empty. You can yell all you want, but it's not going anywhere. You need to change the fuel, not the volume of your voice. So, what's the solution? If willpower isn't the answer, what is? The answer is to stop fighting your brain and start working with it. The solution is to build systems. A system is a pre-made decision. It's a structure you build in your life that makes doing the right thing the easiest thing. Systems are designed to do three things: lower the cost of effort, protect your dopamine baseline, and remove the need for in-the-moment decisions. Let's take working out as an example. Instead of relying on feeling motivated to go to the gym, you create a system. You lay out your gym clothes the night before. That lowers the effort of getting ready. You pack your gym bag and put it by the door. That lowers the effort of leaving. You decide you will go to the gym on your way home from work. No exceptions. That removes the decision. You're not asking yourself, do I feel like going to the gym? The decision is already made. The system carries you. The magic of a system is that it makes the initial step, the activation energy, as small as humanly possible. Instead of facing the task of write a book, your system is open my laptop and write one sentence. The cost is tiny. Once you've written one sentence, writing another is easier. The momentum builds naturally. Systems also protect your dopamine. By reducing your reliance on massive, artificial dopamine spikes from distractions, and by finding satisfaction in the process itself, you allow your baseline to naturally rise back to a healthy level. You start to find joy in the effort, not just the outcome. Neuroscientists have found that you can get dopamine release not just from achieving a reward, but from the process of pursuing it, as long as you perceive you are on the right path. A good system gives you that constant feedback. Consistency is not forced. It emerges naturally from a well-designed system. This is the fundamental shift you need to make. Stop asking yourself, how can I get more motivated? Or how can I increase my willpower? Those are the wrong questions. They lead you down a path of frustration and self-blame. The right question, the one that will actually lead to change, is this: how do I make starting unavoidable? How do you design your environment and your routines so that the first step of the task you want to do is so laughably easy that it's harder not to do it? How do you rig the game so that your brain's cost-reward analysis always comes out in your favor? Forget motivation. Motivation is a fair-weather friend. It shows up when things are easy and abandons you when they get hard. Instead, build a system. A system is an all-weather ally. It doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't care if you're tired or uninspired, it just works. Make it unavoidable to start, and the finishing will take care of itself. Thanks for watching. If this idea resonated with you, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on how to build a better life by understanding your brain.